Hello everybody, MOD Supersonic Gaming here, and welcome to the behind the scenes of the Bonnie song video. So you can see this is my second take because first take was too long. I didn't think it was very good. And also last second my computer decided it was time to like black screen. I don't know what was happening. The video, I'd say thankfully the video wasn't corrupted. I was able to restart my computer and OBS automatically stopped recording, but I just didn't like the take, so I just deleted it. Like it was too long, okay? But since I first did it, I did it once now. Mostly, I didn't finish the whole thing, but I kinda got a basic grasp on what I gotta do, alright? Let's start the video, alright? So for the first part, we're gonna start off from FNAF 1. I'm gonna make Chica and Freddy visible here, and show off the very bad lighting. As you can see, this looks atrocious. It's so green. Something with this map causes it to just appear so green, and I don't know why. It's only been happening recently. I haven't figured out how to fix. I tried going, oh, maybe it's the world, you know, because this is like the background color. No, I made it like slightly bluish. It's like I couldn't find anything, so you know, whatever. I did some changes, as you can see. This is completely different. I went here and like okay, I don't think that's all, but because you can see it's still not terrible, but there are more. I don't know where it is, because I know I made more changes. There's that. You can see it's clearly worse looking, but I made the changes and boom. Now onto this part right here. You might be wondering what's with the model changes? Why did you use footage from the trailer? And it's frozen. I feel like this shot right here is enough proof it's not footage from the trailer. I animated it myself. This is actually a part I used in the FNAF 1 10th anniversary special. I reused it for the Bonnie song originally when I was making 2024. Yes, I was making it, and I gave up motivation. I was gonna make it for the, I think, 10th anniversary for FNAF 2 or 11th. No, it was 10th anniversary for FNAF 2. I was gonna do it by myself or as a collab. I don't remember. It didn't work out. So okay, the remastered version came out. I was like, I feel like I gotta do this now. And right here, I have a comparison of how originally. I think top is old, new is bottom, whatever. So here.
Hello, my friend, back so soon again. It seems to me that you like our company. No, it just isn't fair. The chicken and the bear. Even the fox didn't go through what I had to bear.
There it is. That's the old one. As you can see, originally it didn't cut off here. It went to the new models because, you see, I didn't want to recreate it. I was too lazy. I felt like it would be annoying to do. I could have done it, but I just didn't want to recreate, you know, the thing with the new models. So it just kind of, boom, cuts there. You see here, you can also see the greenness here. Yeah. I tried to do what I could, but you know, Wondershare is slightly limiting in its editing capacity. And also, I'm not even that much of a professional, so I just did what I could. You see here, Wither Bonnie. I actually really liked how he looks, how he's animated here at times. Top one, and with the bottom one and the new one, I actually tried recreating it. I think I did a decent job, but just how his head moves in sync with his body, I think looks good here. Of course, when he leans down, that becomes the way he leans down is bad. I fixed it in the new one, and I just like how he. But I didn't end up recreating that part. I just had Foxy show up because I thought it would make more sense. But yeah, I mean, I thought the old one was good, and mostly kind of recreated here with different camera shots or whatever. Okay. So you got that. You know, there's nothing much to show for FNAF 1 other than the fact that it's so green. Here. There is a major problem with the video. Oh, got rid of the wrong one. Boom. That revolves light flickering. I don't know if I can really show it here. Oh, look how high quality it looks. But there's a huge problem in the video with flickering, mainly on the eyes. Oh, I missed one. Did I miss one? No, I didn't miss one. You see what I did here is I took little pieces of Bonnie's eye from the previous frame. Let's see here. Boom. I managed to align it. And you see if I got rid of it. Yeah, right there. You saw that? Saw a little flickering? Right there. His eyes would just flicker. And oh man. Yeah, you could see it. It drew me crazy. I was only able to fix it in this specific shot. But it appears more often. Not for the rest of the FNAF 1 part. This FNAF 1 part at least. You see here, this part used to be actually a lot more green there too. Talking about the green. But I fixed it. Boom, you see? Why did it not reset this one? I think that's... Boom, you can see a lot more green there. I managed to fix it a bit. I would show this in the Blender session, but I kind of don't need to. But you guys, you can see it's green. Boom. And also it's really green here. Did I slightly fix it? I don't remember. You can see it's a little bluer in the thing. Okay, so now on to the next thing. See, open. Sorry if I'm going a little fast, because like I said, this is my second take, and I don't want to drag it on. So I'm sorry if I'm talking too fast. You know, I'll try to fix it in a second. You see, I only have 4 sessions saves because I mostly did everything in this one right here. I named it 4 because I split the audio into multiple parts, like how people for collabs do. Because it makes things easier. So this was gonna be the 4th one, but I ended up doing everything else. Basically everything else. You can tell it's stand here. Okay, let me go to this one. Okay, there we go. Right here. Flickering is also a big problem here. But yeah, it was better if I just show it off here, because in Blender it's laggy. But you see the end of those eyes, and you can see those little shine right there. You see, it's like the endos flickering. The shadows are weird. Just all jiggly. You can see in his eyes. But here that shadow is kind of fine. It's still pixelated, but it's like more fixed. And here's how it looks like from the outside. You can see depth of field, not depth of field. FOV plays a really big part. I mean, depth of field also plays a big part of this, because if you look, I really think depth of field really makes that look better. It just adds more level to it, if you know what I mean. Let me show off how it looks like just outside the view camera. In the viewport.
They tore me apart. They used me for parts. They took away my face. They took away my arm.
There you go. So you can see Bonnie's arm snaps off. As you can see for the end, they're attached by wires. I just cut it, and it actually gives a cool effect. It looks like the wires are being snapped out. Or it kind of looks like a smear frame. So I think that's cool. And see for Bonnie, he does have his upper endo jaw. Right there you can see it. But I use the magical power of frames to just have it remove at a good time. So boom. Looks dumb. And another thing for the shot, originally, see it has a single light, I think. Yeah, it has a single light. Probably. I don't know. You can see it, the light here. And this is annoying. Whenever you have like fog or volumetric lighting, whatever it's called, lights show You could disable it, but in the term for disabling it, it just gets rid of a lot of its. Well, you can see it just become a lot more depressing looking. So in exchange for making it so there's no weird glow in the middle there, whatever, it gets rid of all the glow everywhere else, you know, in the fog. So it's like, oh damn. So about the lights, not originally, I had it like this, but I thought, what if it was a little more bluer? I was like thinking of having something like, I'm trying to get it right, I don't remember exactly, like this, compared to the more orangish, depressing color. I went with the orange one, because I thought it just looked better and it fit the thing, especially the wall and the background much better. Okay, on to the next thing. Don't know what's going on with Bonnie here. It's a weird thing you would do sometimes. There you go, fixed it. Let's go to the first frame. You see 6,400 frames. Because most of the song is in this single frame. Not frame, save. No! Don't know what's happening to the floor there. Oh, I think I know why. I think it's... Yeah, okay, that floor is... I'll show what that floor is later. Therefore, whatever. I'm not going to show it in the Blender session, but I'll talk about more about the glowing eyes. Right here. There we go. Look at Chica's eyes, you see? Freddy also used to have a problem, but these rigs, they have like a thing with their eyes or whatever. And whenever you kind of import them into new sessions, pen them, whatever, you have to, it bugs, so you have to like delete it. It's like the cornea of their eye. You know, it fixed Freddy's problem. Because before it would make their eyes just black. I think I have it right here. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see he would have it. But since it, I assume, happened on the black part, when I got rid of it, it got rid of this problem. Well, on Chica, it wasn't on the black part. So that's probably what did getting rid of the problem. I didn't bother getting rid of Foxy, because when I did get rid of it, it made no difference, because it was in the dark. So I didn't bother re-rendering it. And as you can see here, instead of re-rendering the whole thing, I would re-render parts of it, so it would just stack over each other. And I had a problem with the guitar, where it would constantly be in his hand, so I would have to re-render it constantly. It's so annoying. This is... yeah. Right here. I'm not gonna add Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie. Freddy and Toy Chica back. Originally, I actually also was going to do the thing with them with the black eyes. I'm guessing it's not here, so I can't show you. Because I thought it made it look more dead, but I decided last second to go against it. Let's go this. Boom. Right here, 20 single light. You see, originally I was gonna have it like this. I think, at least. I don't remember. Yeah, right here, like this. I got rid of the glossiness because it just looked weird against Freddy. But look, it looks, everything looks so much more dead. But I realized I added it back. Yeah, it looks a lot better. You gotta admit. Same for the depth of field. I mean, it was always there. Because, I mean, originally I wasn't animating with it, but I added. But I think when I was doing the shot, I already was using depth of field. But I think it makes a big difference. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if any visible here, but I think depth of field helps a lot. And then we go to the shot with Bonnie with his guitar. Someone asked me how is he holding up with his wires. I said they're thick wires. Them being thick has nothing to do with it. Just don't question it, guys. This is FNAF on Bonnie's guitar, not Toy Bonnie's. They have like the same guitar, but you can tell. So Bonnie's more shiny. No idea. I just took it off of FNAF on Bonnie. Oh yeah, Toy Bonnie's guitar was a little having weird reflectiveness with the lighting, so I did actually make it less shiny, I think. I don't remember how exactly I did it. I don't even remember how I did it. It might have been the roughness here. Yeah, you see, this was the problem. I have no idea why it was doing this. So weird. So I thought, oh, if I get rid of the reflectiveness, boom, I fixed the problem. And now on to this shot part, whatever. I feel like some people probably wouldn't like it because it's just nothing. It's a nothing burger, but it's because it's how I imagine. I had most of the song always imagined in my head from what I was doing in 2024. Kind of. I mean, I think, yeah, most of it. I'll tell you which part I didn't. This part, I'm pretty sure I always imagined it like this. It just, there was something else I could have done. At least from what I can think of. Dun, dun. I'm pretty sure he's not playing that guitar correctly. And I thought of a better way in my head. When I actually started animating, I forgot how I imagined it. I was like, I knew I had it right in my head. Once I was trying to translate it, I forgot. That's the problem with animating. My biggest strength when animating is just imagining in my head and then transferring it. That's what most people do at first. I'm not special for that. Problem is that sometimes while animating, I would forget how it goes. It's not like a storyboard we can actively look at it. You have to try to remember it, but as you do it, you just forget. You get to recreate it, and it causes so many problems. It's definitely, I think, something that occurred in this while making this. And then you see jump scares. If you could have saw earlier when I was opening the session, save, whatever, same thing. Jump scares was a separate thing. I thought it just would make life easier. It was like the one thing I did separately other than FNAF 1. And then here, I feel like I'm missing a light here. Oh yeah, I could know it's because I enabled the wrong one. There we go. I thought this looks cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. But see, this is a trick of FOV because there is something behind them, and it's the right here. And yet you can't see it. I'm not entirely sure why that happened, but I'm not complaining because I think it looks good. It's a pretty high FOV. Like the camera's like back here. Yeah. Yeah. Goes pretty far. Let me show how it looks like. I need to re-enable the endoskeleton real quick. Okay, then enable it. I don't know why it does that. Okay, there we go.
Now with red glowing eyes, I'll be your demise as my endoskeleton decides.
And here, it's the lighting in the shot, not necessarily the best. I was thinking getting rid of the pink dot one, but I thought it looked better if it was pink rather than blue. So it's a bit of a weird thing, but I didn't really slightly changes here. And then changes here. Because I thought the purple in the back was a little nice. I mean, it's pink, but it makes a purple color. And then right here, I need to enable the lights. And this right here is the thing for the Toy Bonnie part at the end. Boom. Let me disable the endoskeleton so no lag. I just from scratch. It was a bit difficult. And something I hope you didn't notice the video. His feet. They slide against the floor. They are a little weird at first. Actually, I think that might be a small problem there because I don't think that was visible. Let's see. Let's look real quick. Is that how it goes? No, I don't think his foot does that weird jump. Yeah, why does it do that? Okay. This is just a problem with Blender because that was not. I'm pretty sure you can't see it because it's dark. Let's see. Does his foot do that weird little jump? No, it doesn't. Look. I don't know why. Probably like Blender's doing this weird thing where sometimes it would just ignore previous frames, and I think something can happen like that. So that's why his foot suddenly jumps weirdly like that. What? No, that's not even. Did I actually add a frame? Okay, you know what? Maybe because I added an extra frame. Okay, whatever. Here's how it looks. And it's for this one to look the best. You can't really see it in the video. He slides against the ground, yes. But whatever. You know, very important thing. Make sure to prioritize what the viewer can see, not what they can't see. Because if they can't see it, what's the point? So if the legs look better, moving a little faster than they should on the camera, then do that. Because, like I said, you can't see the floor. You can see it here at first, but then you lose sight of track of it immediately. But ignoring the weird sliding feet, I still think it looks. I think the body ended up looking good. Usually, how I would animate walk cycles is I would have move this and then have the feet move with it, but this time I decided to do it a little differently, which is what made it harder for me. But usually, it ends up the best ones like this. So there we go. To the wire. Well, it looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It's thanks to some slight animating, but also because the rig comes with physics, wire physics. They're a little weird at times. Okay, I need to fix the. Boom, yeah. You can see how kind of it's a little twitchy, but that's because it's in the viewport. In rendered, I'm pretty sure it looks better, because you can't really see it twitch as much here. Yeah. Okay, now on to the next part. He walks here, and then he goes to the door. I actually wanted to have him, even though you can't really see it in the thing. You could slightly, if you like squint your eyes, you could see his little fingers there, right here, and you can see how they kind of go on. But you could probably not see in the video, to be honest. Especially how much YouTube compresses the dark parts of videos. It's like, it looks HD, but when you put on YouTube, it's always like, if you can look at a YouTube with like a lot of subscribers, they have really high quality recording gear, whatever, but YouTube just would compress the dark parts where it just looks like shit. And this animation definitely suffer from it, because a lot of parts are really dark. And actually during the premiere, for some reason during the premiere, the quality is just dog shit. And I genuinely thought I just forgot to upload the 2K version. And I only had 1K. Thankfully, that was not the case. Yeah, there we go. And shining them. Then after this, he goes into his classic little... I think you probably recognize the pose, right? It's from, you know, the game. Ignore the wire, it does that. And then he goes into the vents. At first I really thought the animation here ended up looking good, even though it's barely movement. And then he goes here. Very quickly do that off with solid right now. You see, I use a lot of the, you know, if it's not on the camera, if you can't see it, it's not important. And you can tell, just look how he kind of moves here. But you can't see it. I slightly had his leg move here to make it look like he's stepping, but you can barely see it. And then he would crush his stomach. I was originally thinking of putting a guy there, but I decided not to. I was lazy. And then, boom! Punch to the face in his hand, increases in size. The thing is, originally here, I was going to make it so he just crushes your face with this punch. When recording the first take, I didn't remember if I had it or not, but I figured out I did have it. I'll show in a second. But then, while animating, I remember Nixon, the creator Joy Creation, posted a sneak peek of like a part with the ignited body, and his jump scare would be like he would run up to you, slam you onto the floor, quickly walk up. I didn't really do the walk up that well. You can barely see it, but he would then crush your. He would like put his slam his foot against your stomach, and then punch you like that. Let's see if I can find. He punches you. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see the obvious inspiration there. It's not as cool looking, but whatever. You know, I could have recreated one by one, but I did it from memory. Because I didn't reference off of it. I just remember, oh, he slammed his foot against the stomach, then he punched you, and I kind of just did that. So I don't think it's a big problem, right? Yeah, and I'll quickly show off how it looks like originally here, and also get rid of the effects. Because actually, the pose here in the beginning, you can't see it for long, pretty much because the static appears, and when the static is off, he already moves off the way. He slightly goes into a slightly similar one here, but whatever. Here I did a cool effect where the lights were no lights, and his eyes light up, but barely visible. Let me just hide it, show how it looks without it. Yeah, that's how it looked originally. It's like, no, please don't do this, and then boom. There. Yeah, but you know, it was a little short, something I noticed, so that's kind of the main reason why I originally made it, did this joy creation thing, because it's a bit longer and it looks cooler. And something about the lighting here, I noticed in my first take of recording, and never mind, it's here. During my first take of recording, for some reason the lights were gone here, and I have no idea why. It might have been a bug with Blender. But something I did do is that when you fell, okay, well, it would light up here. Not just when you looked away. And so more Bonnie was visible, because he was like mostly shrouded in darkness, which part of me thought it looked cool, but I wanted you to see his fist more. So you can definitely see the difference. You could already barely see his fist, so I feel like that was a necessary change. And now onto here. Oh yeah, his fist. Don't be afraid. We do this type of thing where his fist would change size. Like I said, the viewer cannot really tell that it's changing size. I can't speak. Prioritize what the viewer can see. Boom. Lovely advice. Anyways, here. On to this part. I just gotta find where So I thought this would be a bit cool. I was originally gonna animate more, but I realized I didn't have much time. But he scrapes his fingers off. I thought that actually looked good, but you can barely see it. And then he barely grabs it. And then they go outside. Here's what that thing in the beginning was for. The animation here is I'm a little mixed about it. Yeah, this part I'm mostly mixed about. It's like, right in the bullshit go, there's another instance of my brain having a brain fart. I had movements in mind and I just kind of fucked it up, but whatever. And then right here, I think outside the lights. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Boom. It's another thing where depth of field really Bonnie becomes blurry. It'll show up. No idea where the cupcake went. And what happened to Chica's eyes? What the hell? What? Maybe if yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, that was a small, I don't know what happened to Cupcake's eyes there. A small thing, a small mistake was, his eyes would be like lit up like it was like this, and then become like this. didn't want to re-render it, and I thought it just looked fine, so I never bothered like just blacking out eyes completely. So then that happens. Let me hide Freddy Chica, not Freddy Bonnie. They're lagging it. Wait, no, actually, I should show how it looks like. Just like this, just 3 lights, like they're on the show stage. So cool. Adding these 3, loaded up the save. I was originally planning to do it separately, but doing that transition I did here at the start. You can barely see it. Obviously, would have been hard if it was in a different session because like, it would have been possible. Unless then I would. It just would really import the whole map. It would just be a waste of space. So I did everything here. And ignore Withered Bonnie here. When I rendered it, I hit him. Toy Bonnie is also not meant to be here. I hit him. It's so it would render faster. And here. Let me just show off the fight. The barely fight. I should have made it a little bit longer, but I just... While I had most of it in mind, a lot of it was kind of glossed on me, and I just wasn't sure how to do it. Also, animating fights is hard. If it was not obvious. Ignore that. I hope that wasn't visible in the video.
My replacement is
Okay. What? Why are his arms doing that? I'm so lost. What? I mean, it's this thing with, like, I mentioned it earlier, remember, like, where Blender would just ignore previous frames? I can't be bothered fixing it. Maybe I could be. Watch this. I'll fix it right now, actually. I lied. Whatever, man. Good enough.
It's got the latest tattoo. It's shiny and brand new. I might play guitar now with red glowing eyes, I'll be your demise as my endoskeleton decides.
Yeah. I don't know. I just generally don't know what happened to Bonnie's arms, with Toy Bonnie's arms there, but there's a little happened fast, but so let me just show it from here. Yeah, I'm actually show from there. Yeah, it's a little funny looking. Where the hell am I going? It's a little funny. He just leaves his pee behind for a second. Yep. And yes, that is his guitar on the floor. I feel like a lot of people could not see it, and because it happens also really fast. I feel like I did Toy Bonnie's movements good here, though. It's good, though. I can't speak. I feel like I did his movements well here. Well, let's go to the camera. Once I have depth of field. What the? Dude. I leave this session for like a few days. And it's just, when I'm trying to record it to show you guys, I haven't been messing up. Why is Toy Bonnie blurry now? Okay, okay, I feel like this right here looks good. I don't know. Okay, there we go. It's fixed now, right? No, it's not. Like I said, ignoring the issue here, where for some reason everything is blurry, depth of field really helps. Look, he looks scary, kind of. I think. And then he attacks here, and then right here. I don't know. His eyes are a little weird here. You can't really see. It's laggy. Oh, he's up close. Bro's P-blitzing. Oh yeah, I forgot to enable the... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, a little brighter. It's so laggy. Yeah, he grabs the guitar here. I should have made it more obvious. Should have made it a little more brighter. My bad. Because especially it's on the dark side. Yeah, you can see right there. I feel like you can kind of tell it's the guitar, you know. It's over the white parts. The whole thing is that Toy Bonnie just grabs the guitar. Once again, the increasing fist. It makes punching a lot harder because he's far away from the camera. So if I, for example, let's shrink it down. Well, you can see the problem there. So increasing it definitely should be. And you see this was a little fast. So in order to fix this in the video, I added impact frames. They're not very good. But since it goes by so fast, I think it's forgivable. Oh, look at that. They're gone! Wait, no, they're not. They're nothing burger impact frames, but I did put effects on them. So where it made it look way better in my opinion. I think if you look here, I made kind of multiple. And it's just slightly getting worse, but I didn't really put... I don't think I really used... I think I used the same one. And this part. I always imagine this part, yeah, it's a little generic, but it's kind of feel like the best like I could do it. And you can see the background in the YouTube version. The background's barely visible because it is eviscerated by YouTube's compression. So you could barely see this part. The most you were able to see, I'm pretty sure, was like Withered Bonnie's eyes, and Bonnie's eyes here when this mask ripped off. But you see, it's clearly visible here in the viewport. So guys, I suggest watching the video at the best quality you could, because it does suffer from the compression. And boom, he's dead. Wait, let me just maybe slightly better angle here. He dies. Goes into his. This is inspired by his when he was laying in the hall in the FNAF 2 trailer. You might recognize it. You might not. I think this shot looks kind of good. Does it look exactly like this in the thing? Yep. A small problem that I had is that originally when I did this, the depth of frame kind of messed it up. But I fixed it, obviously. And his hands originally weren't posed there. I did it. I didn't bother animating walking. So. Yeah, I guess all he does have is a guitar. Because it's lodged inside of him. He dies. Probably. You could just say that Toy Bonnie lodges the guitar in him, but it's not enough to properly kill him. They put him back in the back, and then someone wakes up again. I don't know. That's actually what would happen, because you know we all know Withered Bonnie. Maybe you could say he does break down, but eventually they just reuse his parts to make FNAF 1 Bonnie. Who cares? Think whatever you want to think. There's no definitive lore to this. It's just a cool animation. People brought up how Toy Bonnie finally wins. Yes. And that's lets people know. I didn't write in the description of the video. I didn't take any inspiration from any other person, at least not from my memory, because I made the idea, most of it, in 2024. And it was kind of like just me imagining how it would go while listening to the song. Yes, there's other versions like Bon Bon Films, and I think, at least in that video or some videos, Wither Bonnie would attack Toy Bonnie at the end. Not intentional reference or copy. I mean, it's a thing people always did, where Wither Bonnie just does not like Toy Bonnie. And so, like, I thought I would do this, and then I'll have Toy Bonnie do a lucky thing at the end where he would do the thing. So it'll make a little difference while not using any reference or anything else. Like, I don't remember how other songs go. I have not watched Bon Bon Film's Bonnie song in a very long time. I do not remember how it goes. I just know I just saw like a bit of it recently where Wither Bonnie kind of, I think, goes hostile. I think attacks Toy Freddy and Toy Chica, then kills Toy Bonnie. I'm not sure. I didn't watch the whole thing. But just to let people know, this was my original idea. That isn't so original. I mean, kind of original, because when do you ever see Toy Bonnie win the fight? But the idea was that Wither Bonnie was going to beat his ass. It's just he got the lucky guitar shot in. But maybe you can argue, oh, Toy Bonnie realistically would win because he's not the broken one. But Toy Bonnie, yet again, it's not... I don't think he's possessed by a child, so he wouldn't be as smart. But maybe he is possessed by a child. I don't know. The FNAF 2 movie made people think recently that nobody in FNAF 2 is possessed other than Puppet. Which, no, guys. The Withers are not prototypes. I feel like the FNAF 2 movie says they're prototypes, but they are not prototypes. They have been said to be used before, just to let you guys know. And I don't know why I'm talking about lore. This is not a lore video, so I'm gonna shut up. I would make a lore video. I would talk about this type of stuff, but nobody watches it. I made a secret music video. Nobody watched it. But whatever. I mean, you guys are not here for the lore. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you shit. Okay. Okay. You know, boom. He dies. Toy Bonnie looks at him with no emotion. I don't know why. Like, I thought it would just look cool, but I don't have a reason for why he looked with no emotion. He's like, maybe you can interpret it as like him saying, oh, look at this pathetic old guy thinking he can beat me and take my place. Or you can take it as, oh, he just defended himself. He has no soul. He just looks at the guy he just defeated and walks away without caring. You can interpret it anyway. I didn't have an exact attention. And now for the final thing. I'm not gonna save it. I did fix Wither Bonnie's foot, but I'm not gonna save it. Right here. The jump scares. Between the guitar parts. Yep, and that is it. Wither Foxy is the worst one in my opinion. I don't think he glides towards you the best, but whatever. The thing is, Wither Foxy is that his shadow went over the table. And it bugged me. Yeah, like, it didn't look good. Yeah, you see. So what I did is I just rendered him separately. And Blender doesn't let you render MP4s as transparent. So I had to render them as frames. Yeah, it's right now a compound clip or whatever, which combines multiple frames, but you could see it. He's not there. Oh. That's it, thank you. That looks funny. I tried doing the darkness he has at the beginning of the jump scare, but whatever. And I think that's it. Oh, and also the thumbnail. I have to talk about the thumbnail. This is technically a reused thumbnail. I used it originally. I think I should have it in my server right here. Here's some whips I put. Yeah, I do put whips. Here's a GIF I made. Here's Bonnie with this, you know, not jaw extended. It's just the FOV is really set to high, I think, and I put this next to his jaw. Yeah, see, I started around like May 18, and I finished it like in 10 days. But to be fair, most of it was spent like I did a chunk of it in one sitting, and then a chunk of it in a second sitting, a third sitting. I don't remember. Anyways, I think right here, yeah. See, this is the finished one. This is another one I made. You see, it's a little less good looking for a possible collab. Not in 2024. I didn't make it in 2024. I made this, I think, like end of 2025 or something like that. Maybe, I don't remember. For just the case of me and my friends wanted to do a collab. We didn't do it. So instead, I reused the thumbnail. I made it better looking. And I think I should have right here. With the Bonnie is massive compared to Bonnie in the thumbnail. But you know, it's just how it is. And I think that is it for this video. It's probably gone a bit long now. Editing's gonna be a little painful because it's gonna take a while. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Bonnie song. I'm proud I finally got myself to finish a full song. Because I haven't done one since a long time ago. I was like 10 years old or 11, 12. I forgot when I last did it. It's a Scary Bear. You can check it out in my 7th anniversary video. It's not very good. I did that one like in 2 hours. The one he sunk here, this one took a while. I feel like a little quicker than it should have. But because the video doesn't have much to it, I feel like it's a 5-minute video, but it feels short. I don't know why. I just stick with that song. I want the most. I'm proud I finished it, but there's still like the gripes. I like lighting. I'm not good at lighting. Feels sometimes I can cook, but it definitely impacts my collab parts too. Sometimes it's something that bugs me. I'm trying to improve on it. And there's one collab coming soon. The lighting on that is also not the best because I did those parts before the Bonnie song. Because of how long my friends are taking to finish it, their parts. So that one's going to be a bit outdated. But I'm going to try for future things to try and improve. And, you know, and hopefully, maybe soon in the future, I can deliver another full song that's better. You know, that's the point. It's the grind. You got to get better. The grind is very difficult and it sucks. You know, if you want to get better, you got to try. And that applies to everything. You guys know that. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to end the video. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the song, whatever, animation, whatever. You know, see you next time. Bye-bye.